You pick it up without thinking. 1 second you were doing something else, reading, eating, sitting in silence, and then it was just there in your hand. You don't even remember reaching for it. You open it, scroll for a few seconds, find nothing new, and put it down. Then, 40 seconds later, you pick it up again. This is not a bad habit. This is not a lack of willpower. What's actually happening inside your brain when you reach for that screen is far older, far stranger, and far more powerful than anyone told you. Your brain is roughly 300,000 years old. The smartphone is about 15 years old. And every single time you check your phone, those two timelines collide in a way that your ancient mind was never built to handle. Here's where it starts. Your brain runs on something called the dopamine system. You've probably heard that word before. Dopamine, the feel-good chemical. But that's not quite right. Neuroscientist Kent Berridge at the University of Michigan spent decades separating dopamine's real function from its reputation, and what he found rewired how scientists think about desire. Dopamine is not about pleasure. Dopamine is about wanting. It's the signal that says, go look, something might be there. It fires not when you find a reward, but when you anticipate one. Say that again. Dopamine doesn't spike when you get the thing. It spikes when you think you might. This is the engine under everything, and the phone exploits it perfectly. Every time you check your phone, your brain is running a prediction. Maybe there's a new message. Maybe someone liked your photo. Maybe something interesting happened. That maybe is the mechanism. That uncertainty, that slight chance of reward, is more potent than a guaranteed one. Behavioral psychologist B.F. Skinner demonstrated this in the 1950s with an experiment that still holds up today. He placed pigeons in boxes with levers. One group got food every time they pressed the lever. Another group got food only sometimes, on no predictable schedule. The second group pressed the lever obsessively, far more than the first. Unpredictable rewards don't reduce motivation, they amplify it. Your phone gives you unpredictable rewards on no predictable schedule, every single time. But there's a second layer here, and it goes deeper than dopamine. To understand it, you have to go back to the savannah. Not metaphorically, literally. Your ancestors lived in small groups, usually between 50 and 150 people. Anthropologist Robin Dunbar at Oxford identified this number, now called Dunbar's number, as the cognitive limit for meaningful social relationships. 150 people, that was the entire social world. And in that world, being connected wasn't optional. Being cut off from the group didn't mean loneliness, it meant death. Exile was a death sentence. Social disconnection triggered the same neurological alarm system as physical danger. That system is still inside you. When your phone buzzes and you don't check it, there's a faint discomfort. A low hum of anxiety that's hard to place. That feeling is ancient. Your brain interprets an unread notification as a potential social event you are missing. And missing social events for 300,000 years had consequences. Your nervous system still treats social exclusion as a threat. Neuroscientist Naomi Eisenberger at UCLA ran a study where participants were excluded from a simple online ball-tossing game. When they scanned the participants' brains, the region that lit up during social rejection was the same region that processes physical pain. Being left out and being hurt are processed in the same place. So when you feel that pull to check your phone, it isn't trivial. It isn't shallow. Your brain is running an ancient survival calculation in a modern environment, and it is coming up with the wrong answer because the environment changed faster than the brain did. Here's what makes it worse. The phone doesn't just exploit your dopamine system and your social anxiety. It hijacks your attention system at the hardware level. Cognitive psychologist Michael Posner identified 3 separate attention networks in the human brain. The alerting network, which notices that something changed, the orienting network, which shifts your focus toward it, and the executive network, which decides what to do. All 3 fire in sequence every time your phone produces any signal at all.